Drowning in $3,000 rents and $400,000 mortgages? Along Spain's coast, entire villages sit half empty, where real homes, many with sea views, sell for less than a used car. These aren't scams or ruins. They're real opportunities in towns desperate for new life. Today, we'll reveal 12 hidden gems where 20,000 euros can buy you not just a house, but a new way of living. And number 3, it even pays you to move there. Stay tuned, because what you'll see may change how you picture retirement forever. Costa de Almería. Imagine 320 days of pure sunshine hitting whitewashed walls, while the Mediterranean stretches endlessly before you. The smell of wild thyme mixing with sea salt as you walk through streets that haven't changed in centuries. This is Costa de Almería, where Europe meets Africa most suddenly. Here's what your money gets you. A 2-bedroom townhouse needing cosmetic updates, 18,000 euros. Basic renovation costs, 8,000 to 12,000 euros. Monthly utilities including water and electricity, 75 euros. Internet fiber optic connection, 30 euros. Fresh seafood dinner at the local Guido, 12 euros. A coffee with a view of the Mediterranean, €1.20. The province ranks as one of Spain's safest, with crime rates 40% lower than Madrid. The nearest hospital in Almería city is 45 minutes away, with English-speaking staff. Spain's non-lucrative visa requires just 27,000 euros in annual income proof. Most locals in coastal areas speak basic English, thanks to decades of tourism. Maria, a retired teacher from Ohio, bought her place here for 22,000 euros in 2022. She spent another 10,000 euros on renovations. Now she watches flamingos migrate past her terrace every spring while her pension stretches 3 times further than it did back home. And if you thought Almería was stunning, wait until you see Costa de la Luz, where golden light and ancient villages make every day feel timeless. Costa de la Luz. Dawn breaks differently on the Atlantic coast. The light is softer, golden, painting everything in honey tones. Ancient tuna fishing villages dot this coastline where massive waves crash against Roman ruins. The air tastes like pine forests and ocean spray. Village houses in Connell's outskirts start at 19,000 euros. 3-bedroom properties needing work in Vazier, 25,000 euros. Full renovation budget for 80 square meters, 15,000 euros. Monthly grocery budget for 250 euros. Utilities average, 80 euros monthly. A feast of fresh Atlantic tuna, 15 euros. Monthly Spanish classes with locals, 40 euros. This region boasts the lowest population density in peninsular Spain. Healthcare centers operate in every town over 5,000 residents. The Junta de Andalucía offers renovation grants up to 12,000 euros for rural properties. Crime here is virtually non-existent. Locals still leave doors unlocked. But if Golden Coast aren't enough, Castellón will surprise you with orange blossoms and medieval villages perched above secret coves. Castellón Province, the orange blossom coast. Imagine waking to the scent of orange blossoms carried on warm Mediterranean breezes. Mountains plunge into the sea here, creating hidden coves accessible only to those who know. Medieval villages perch on cliff tops, their stone houses waiting for new stories. Properties in inland Castellón villages, 15,000 to 22,000 euros. Coastal proximity homes, 10 kilometers from sea, 28,000 euros. Renovation per square meter, 200 to 300 euros. Monthly living costs for a couple, 800 euros. Private health insurance, 55 euros per person. Dinner with wine at a family restaurant, 20 euros for 2. The Valencia region provides some of Spain's best healthcare. Ranked 3rd nationally, the provincial government offers the Castellón Interior Recovery Plan, with subsidies for new residents. Local municipalities provide free Spanish classes. The area sees 300+ sunny days annually. Tom and Linda from Toronto discovered a stone house in Alcalá de Civer for 17,000 euros. 6 months and 20,000 euros later, they had a 3-bedroom retreat with mountain and distant sea views. Their biggest expense now? The gas to explore a different beach each week. If these hidden gems are catching your attention, consider subscribing. It really helps us bring you more discoveries like these. And speaking of hidden treasures, Huelva's forgotten coast still whispers the story of Columbus, yet costs less than a city apartment. Huelva Coast. Salt marshes stretch toward the Atlantic, while strawberry fields paint the landscape red. This is where Columbus set sail to discover America. Yet somehow, the world forgot to discover this corner of Spain. White sand dunes roll into pine forests that whisper ancient stories. Coastal village properties in Isla Cristina, 20,000 to 30,000 euros. Inland options 15 minutes from beaches, 12,000 euros. Complete renovation costs, 180 to 250 euros per square meter. Monthly utility average, 70 euros. Fresh strawberries in season, 1 euro per kilo. Atlantic prawns at the market, 8 euros per kilo. Huelva Province maintains one of Spain's lowest cost of living indexes. The regional health system includes the Juan Ramón Jiménez Hospital. With specialized units, Portugal sits just 30 minutes away for additional exploration. Local fishing communities welcome newcomers with traditional festivals monthly. But Spain isn't all about sun and sand. Eastern Asturias will change everything you thought you knew about this country. Eastern Asturias. Emerald cliffs tumble into the Cantabrian Sea, while morning mist clings to eucalyptus forests. Church bells echo through valleys where cider orchards bloom in spring. This isn't the Spain you imagined. It's better. Stone cottage restoration projects, 18,000 to 25,000 euros. Move-in ready village homes, 35,000 euros. Structural renovation budget, 25,000 to 30,000 euros. Monthly expenses for comfortable living, 900 euros. Traditional cider house meal, 12 euros. Monthly heating costs, winter, 100 euros. Asturias provides free healthcare ranked among Europe's best. The Principality offers rural repopulation grants up to 8,000 euros. English is widely understood in coastal areas. Annual rainfall keeps everything green, but summers remain mild and perfect. If that feels like paradise, Murcia's hidden beaches prove you can still live on the coast without the tourist crowds. Murcia's hidden beaches. While tourists flock to the costas, Murcia's coastline remains mysteriously empty. The Mar Menor, Europe's largest saltwater lagoon, offers therapeutic waters and 320 days of sunshine. Flamingos wade through shallow waters as the sun sets behind ancient watchtowers. Beachside apartments in San Pedro del Pinatar, 45,000 euros. Inland properties 10 minutes from coast, 18,000 euros. Full renovation of 70 square meter property, 14,000 euros. Year-round utility average, 65 euros. Fresh fish daily menu, 9 euros. Monthly Spanish residency costs, 0 euros after initial visa. The region maintains 18 blue flag beaches with pristine waters. Murcia's University Hospital ranks in Spain's top 10. The area offers Europe's lowest rainfall, perfect for arthritis sufferers. Local markets operate daily with prices 50% below Northern Europe. Robert, a retired engineer from Manchester, bought a 2-bedroom bungalow for 23,000 euros. His UK pension of £1,200 monthly now funds a lifestyle that includes golf twice weekly and dining out whenever he wishes. "I'm not surviving," he says, "I'm actually living." And just when you think it can't get better, Cantabria's fishing villages bring you face-to-face with Spain's most dramatic Atlantic coastline. Cantabria's fishing villages. Wooden balconies painted green and white face the churning Atlantic. Fishing boats return at dawn with catches that will fill today's menus. The Picos de Europa mountains create a dramatic backdrop, while medieval villages cascade down to hidden beaches. Traditional stone houses in coastal villages, 25,000 to 35,000 euros. Properties needing full restoration, 15,000 euros. Mountain view homes inland, 20,000 euros. Monthly food budget with premium seafood, 300 euros. Utilities including heating, 90 euros. Fresh anchovies at the port, 3 euros per kilo. Cantabria's government provides renovation subsidies, covering 40% of costs. The healthcare system includes the prestigious Marqués de Valdecilla University Hospital. Crime rates remain among Spain's lowest. The region produces some of Spain's finest cheeses and seafood. But maybe you crave history with your sea views. Tarragona's forgotten coast lets you walk through Roman ruins on your morning jog. Tarragona's forgotten coast, Roman amphitheaters overlook golden beaches, where almost no one swims. Medieval villages cling to hillsides covered in hazelnut groves. The Mistral wind carries the scent of wild herbs down from the mountains. This is Catalonia without the crowds, where Roman history meets bargain paradise. Village properties near the Ebro Delta, 16,000 to 22,000 euros. Coastal walking distance homes, 38,000 euros. Traditional stone moss, farmhouse, renovation projects, 25,000 euros. Monthly living expenses, 750 euros. 3-course menu del dia with wine, 10 euros. High-speed internet installation, 35 euros. Roman Museum annual pass, 20 euros. Beach parking for residents, free year-round. Here's what everyone misses about Tarragona. It has better Roman ruins than Rome, without the tourist hordes. The amphitheater hosted gladiator fights. Your morning jog could pass 2,000-year-old aqueducts. The local kids play soccer against walls built by Caesar's legions. History isn't in museums here. It's your daily backdrop. The province offers Catalonia's best value healthcare. Local councils provide integration support and free Catalan classes. The Ebro Delta provides year-round birdwatching with flamingo colonies. Wine routes through Priorat and Montsant start at your doorstep. Barcelona is just 1 hour by train when you need a city fix. Kevin and Louise from London bought a townhouse in La Metla de Mar for 21,000 euros. We were renting a 1-bedroom flat in Zone 4 London for £1,500 monthly. Kevin explains. That's 21,000 euros a year in rent. We bought our Spanish house for 1 year of London rent. The math was so obvious it hurt. And yet, history runs even deeper in Galicia, where mystical Rias and vineyard hillsides deliver Spain's most soulful sunsets. Galicia's Rias Baixas. Granite crosses mark where land meets sea in Spain's most mystical corner. Oyster farms dot the Rias, while Albarino vineyards climb steep hillsides. Morning fog reveals villages where time stopped decades ago. Coastal village houses in less touristy Rias, 20,000 to 30,000 euros. Properties with land for gardens, 25,000 euros. Stonehouse restoration, 200 euros per square meter. Monthly fresh seafood budget, 150 euros. Utilities in mild climate, 60 euros. Bottle of excellent local Albarino, 4 euros. Galicia provides more coastline than any Spanish region. Healthcare includes specialized thalassotherapy centers. The Junta offers generous rural renovation grants. Portuguese border proximity doubles exploration opportunities. A couple from Amsterdam found their dream cottage for 19,000 euros near Bayona. After 25,000 euros in renovations, they have a 2-bedroom home with garden space. Their monthly budget of 1,000 euros covers everything including weekly seafood feasts. We eat like kings on a peasant's budget. They laugh. But here's the twist. Valencia isn't just cheap, it actually pays you to move there. Valencia's interior coast connection. Here's where it gets interesting. Imagine mountain villages just 30 minutes from Mediterranean beaches, where local governments will actually pay you to relocate. Orange and lemon groves cascade down to the sea, while medieval castles guard ancient valleys. Interior village homes with coastal access, 12,000 to 20,000 euros. Properties including land for farming, 25,000 euros. Complete eco-renovation with solar, 35,000 euros. Monthly expenses in rural Valencia, 600 euros. Organic produce from neighbors, often free. Traditional paella ingredients for 6 people, 15 euros. Valencia's provincial government offers the most aggressive repopulation program in Spain, grants of 5,000 to 8,000 euros for moving to villages under 5,000 residents, additional 10,000 euros for opening a business, free plots of land for organic farming. Some villages offer free housing for 2 years to families with children. The healthcare system ranks among Europe's best, with English-speaking staff. Fiber optic internet reaches most villages. Valencia City Airport connects to everywhere in Europe. Local communities actively embrace newcomers with integration programs. This is the opportunity that changes everything. But let me know in the comments if you'd actually take the leap. Still, nothing compares to the Malaga Mountain Coast combo, where white villages tumble toward the sea like frozen waterfalls. The Malaga Mountain Coast Combo. White villages cascade down mountainsides toward the Mediterranean like frozen waterfalls. Jasmine and bougainvillea climb ancient walls, while church bells mark time in places where rush hour doesn't exist. This is the Arquea, Malaga's best-kept secret. Mountain village properties with sea views, 28,000 to 35,000 euros. Traditional townhouses needing updates, 19,000 euros. Full renovation with modern amenities, 20,000 to 25,000 euros. Monthly budget for comfortable living, 850 euros. Tapas and beer for two, 8 euros. Annual property tax on 30,000 euro home, 180 euros. The Costa del Sol maintains Europe's best climate, WHO certified. Malaga's public health system includes Carlos Haya, one of Spain's top hospitals. The airport is 45 minutes from most villages. Year-round expat communities provide instant social connections. Sarah and Jim from Seattle discovered a village house in Compita for 24,000 euros. They invested 18,000 euros in renovations, including a pool. Now they host friends constantly. Their guest room booked solid. Our mortgage payment in Seattle now covers our entire year here, Sarah explains. And finally, Extremadura's hidden secret. Spain's landlocked region that gives you Atlantic access, medieval charm, and properties starting under 10,000 euros. Extremadura's hidden Atlantic access. Extremadura, Spain's landlocked region, holds properties near the Portuguese coast for prices that shouldn't exist. Medieval villages sit empty just 90 minutes from Atlantic beaches. Roman bridges span rivers where storks nest on church towers. Black Iberian pigs roam oak forests that produce the world's finest ham. Village properties near Portuguese border, 8,000 to 15,000 euros. Larger townhouses with courtyards, 18,000 to 25,000 euros. Complete restoration of 150 square meter property, 30,000 euros. Monthly living costs, 500 to 600 euros. Portuguese coastal day trip, 20 euros in gas. Iberian ham and wine lunch, 12 euros. Annual community fees, 50 euros. Yes, 50 euros for the entire year. Here's the astounding part. Extremadura offers Europe's most generous renovation grants, up to 90% coverage for historical properties. The regional government provides 3,000 euro relocation bonuses. Business startup grants reach 15,000 euros. Free land for agricultural projects. Some villages include free workshops and tools for renovations. The village of Valverde de Burguillos just announced they're giving away 30 plots of land, completely free, to anyone who commits to building within 3 years. The Portuguese healthcare system, ranked 12th globally, sits 1 hour away. Fiber internet reaches most villages. Lisbon Airport is 2.5 hours by car. Property taxes are virtually non-existent. The night sky, free from light pollution, reveals every star. UNESCO has designated the region as a starlight reserve, one of the best places on Earth for astronomy. Michael, a retired architect from Chicago, bought an entire abandoned village section, 3 connected houses, for 21,000 euros. Using regional grants, he's restored them for 15,000 euros out of pocket. He now has a 300 square meter complex with 6 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. His property tax? 47 euros annually. I spent more on my Chicago parking spot than I spend here on my entire annual housing costs. He laughs. And instead of looking at concrete, I watch eagles circling Roman ruins. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Spain's forgotten coastlines and hidden villages. That next video on your screen? It reveals similar opportunities in Portugal that make even these Spanish bargains look expensive. Don't say I didn't warn you. Once you see it, there's no going back to thinking retirement has to mean struggle. Your future Spanish neighbors are waiting. The question isn't whether these opportunities are real. They are. The question is whether you're ready to stop dreaming and start living. The coffee's always brewing in the plaza. The seat at the table is empty. The house key is waiting. One last thought. I interviewed dozens of expats for this piece. Not one, not a single one, said they regretted moving too soon. But every single one said the same thing. I wish I'd done it sooner. Every year you wait is a year of tapas uneaten, siestas untaken, sunsets unwatched. Every month you delay is a month of paying someone else's mortgage instead of owning outright. Every day you hesitate is a day you're choosing familiar struggle over unfamiliar joy. The properties I've shown you today won't trigger a bidding war. They won't impress your colleagues. They won't look good on Instagram without some work. But they'll do something better. They'll give you permission to stop running. They'll teach you that wealth isn't about having more money. It's about needing less. They'll show you that the American dream didn't die. It just moved to Spain and learned to take afternoon naps. Your pension that barely covers groceries in New York could make you the unofficial mayor of a Spanish village. Your skills that feel worthless in the corporate world could revive a dying community. Your presence could be the difference between a village surviving or disappearing. You're not just buying a house, you're becoming part of history. What are you waiting for?